Alright, welcome back to another video. Now, I've spent the last few weeks building Nekomata, because recently she got some buffs, and I think she's actually going to be pretty good now. So I wanted to try her out and see whether she's able to clear endgame in version 3.1. So I'll just quickly go and show what these upgrades actually do here. So these buffs for Nekomata, they're mainly sort of increasing her damage. Got a new skill tied to her dodge, which lets her do extra damage or dealing massive physical damage after a perfect dodge. So that's pretty useful. And then the fourth skill, new mechanics, I mean, she's got all of this. Not going to read through it all. There's an extra instance of physical damage with 30% of her attack. And EX special and dodge counter deal 35% more damage, stacking 2 times. So that's pretty useful as well. And then the last thing is she gains an extra 60% crit damage. That's definitely going to help out a lot. So we'll jump into our first game mode here and see how we get on. Alright, so we're going to start off with Shiyu defense, and the boss we're going to be fighting is this third one here. Now, it is recommended attributes physical, which will be good for Nekomata, and it gives buffs to attack agents, which will also be good for her. Now, first thing we're going to be trying is this one here, which is Yuzuha and Dialyn. So we'll see how we get on here. I think we'll start here, and then try and get the sort of follow-up thing with Dialyn.
Pay close attention to what I'm saying. Lucky you, you're next! Hey. No problem. Not too bad.
So she have about 500,000 there.
Don't worry, I got this! Got one for complaint. For complaint? Too late for that! Spot an ethereal! Shout for help!
I'm going to try and stun this guy here.
You sound wide open! Enough talk! Let's go! Unexpected call! You'll learn it the hard way! Over here!
I mean, 1.4 million total, not too bad. And we did beat the first wave in under a minute. So we are on track for the S rank.
Customer service follow-up!
So we'll be interested to see how much better or worse the team with Alice does compared to Dialyn. Because Nekomata does do more damage after you inflict assault. So obviously with Alice, we'll be inflicting assault more often.
The verdict is unforgivable. Take a chance.
There's 2 million there. So we are losing the score multiplier. Like that.
Call's not over yet.
Okay, so we've got 16,000. So we're able to get an 8 rank. See how she does against my Azure shield here.
This won't take much. Lily out for you. Now back down. Hello, this is the end for you.
have lost the score modifier. We're on 18,000 points. I think I should have been switching off of her when she does the hold basic attack.
Don't be nervous. Dial 2 for a
We've almost stunned him here. We're on about just under 20,000 points. We've not done too badly here.
Today's work order, kick some butt. You sound wide open. A complaint? Too late for that.
See if we can get up to about 22,000 points here.
Now you made me angry! Big talkers! I'll back you! Time to sharpen my claws!
Now honestly, we weren't too far off the 25,000 points for the S rank. We got about 22,000. Now, it will be interesting to see whether, with Alice, we're able to get the 25,000 points. Because we'll probably end up doing more damage. So give it a go and see how we get on. Now, yeah, she did about 70% of the damage there. But it was mostly Nekomata. Okay, now this is the other team we're going to be trying. It's pretty much the same, but we swapped out Dialyn for Alice, and we put Miss Esme as the Bangbu. Now, compared to the last one, Yuzuha gets her additional ability here, which should help us do a little bit more damage and get us closer to the 25,000 points. So we'll see how we get on here. Now hopefully with all three characters being physical and Alice being anomaly, it should be pretty easy to inflict assault here, which will help boost Nekomata's damage.
Adjust your breathing.
I do want to hold on to my ultimates here for the next wave. We've only cleared maybe a few seconds faster than the Dialyn. 4 minutes 20 remaining there. We do need to get the perfect dodges here. I think it's definitely best to sort of save all our big attacks for when he's stunned, sort of maximize the damage. We don't want to get all the chain assists.
It won't hurt. I'll make it quick and it'll be out for you. Now's my chance. A chance to score. Lucky you, you're next.
So much damage this game. 600,000.
Don't get scared.
So we've just got the 16,000 points for the A rank.
Salute and finish the
So we're not doing too bad so far. Got 2 times score multiplier remaining. we've got the miasma shield to do. It shouldn't be too difficult because obviously having Alice as an anomaly character, the anomaly is pretty good at taking out miasma shield. That puts us on at 19,000 points. See if we can stun him again here before using Nekomata's ultimate. We have just lost the score modifier. We're on almost 20,000 points. We'll see if we can get a better score than we did with Dialyn here, or whether we'll get a pretty similar score. We've still got a decent amount of health left. And about 21,000 here. I think we're probably too far off the S rank, but it should be... I reckon we can get a better score than we did with Dialyn. Hopefully Nekomata doesn't die. We're able to stun him here. We do have a lot of big attacks here. So now these stuns we can unleash all of them. So I think we've pretty much matched Dialyn's score here. About 22,000. We've actually got about 23,000 here. So 23,500. We're very close to the S rank. I might give it a few more goes and see if we can get any closer to 25,000 points. We'll see what the damage distribution was there. Okay, more 50% Nekomata rather than about 70. So Alice was definitely doing a lot better as a sub DPS there. Yeah, I'll give it a few more goes and see how close I can get to 25,000. Alright, well, I just went back and looked, and she's not actually fully sort of leveled up. So I'm going to get this one. And then I am going to use Hamster Cage passes on her here. Just sort of give her a bit more damage. Now I probably need to farm a few more of these here. Okay. That should... will help her out a little bit now. So okay, we get the extra 5% from this, and now these two are at max level. So now I'm going to go back and give it a few more goes.
Sure, leave it to me. Need my help, Yuzuha? Any needle in the gun? It's a fast. You can't escape. Clear your mind. No problem.
about the same amount of time to clear the first wave here.
Behold, the most symmetrical sword
So we'll see if her small upgrades can help get the 25,000 points against the boss.
Can't leave my here to dance. You're lucky run out. Come on. Stay on offense. Adjust your breathing. For the time field name, I will never lose. Time to start for my claws. Don't get scared, no. I'm on fire. The enemy is fatigued.
We're 19,000 here. Now we get the Miasma Shield. So I think we are doing slightly better than last time. About 1,000 points. We just need to break the shield here, which give us about 2,000 points. We're on good pace here. We've not completely lost the score modifier yet. I mean, it's looking doable. $23,000. Shouldn't be too difficult to get 2,000 points. We've got a decent amount of health left. We get a few ultimates here. We're on 24,000, so we are doing better already. There's 500 points, so I think we're going to do it. Yeah, there we go. We got 25,000 points with Nekomata as the main DPS. Okay, I thought she'd do decent, but I didn't think we'd actually get the S rank. I'm very pleasantly surprised. I'm going to go up here and see how much we get in total. It's actually kind of similar to the score I got with Yashin 1. I got about 27,000. And this team got close to 26. We'll finish them off with the ultimate, okay? And there we go. We were able to clear Shiyu defense and get an S rank with Nekomata. And yeah, she did just over half of the damage. So yeah, main DPS Nekomata got 25,000 points. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that. Okay, now I think I'm going to give them probably one try against Girtublullu and the Unknown Corruption Complex, and just see how we go here. Now none of them are physical weak, but this one is sort of buffs anomaly. It says for same attribute or repeated triggers of same attribute blight mark, they can take more damage. So hopefully having a whole team of physical anomaly agents would be useful for that. Now the buff I'm going to be using here, probably Heart Crusher, because it buffs attack agents, and Nekomata is an attack agent, so I think this one would probably be better. Yeah, it gives basic attack damage bonus. We'll see how we get on here.
Sure, leave it to me. I want to help you. You're gonna pay. Your opponent is me.
I think my goal here might be 2 stars. I think it's probably too difficult for Nekomata to get 3 stars here, but 2 stars sounds like it might be doable.
For the time field name, I will never lose.
We've almost got rid of his barrier. Gives us up to 3,000 points.
Let's go. Here to dance. Clear your mind. I'll handle this, but take me shopping later. It's too slow.
Okay, we got the shutdown there, which is up to 7,000 points. And stun here will do a bit more damage.
It's too late to back down now. You'll win it the hard way.
Yeah, I mean, 2 star clear looks doable,
The team.
which means we're already halfway there.
Lucky you, you're next. It's time to settle this. Focus on the target. Don't get scared, no. Fire! You can't escape.
Don't really have any attacks saved up here. But we did manage to break it there, I think. We're actually doing better than I expected.
The most symmetrical swordplay.
Okay, so we were able to get all 5,000 performance points. We're on about 12,000 total points here.
Time to sharpen my claws.
He's almost stunned here again.
Watch it back. Okay, enough talk. Let's go.
Okay, we're very close to the 2 star here.
You'll win it the hard way. Too late. There now.
And there we go. We were able to get 14,000 points. Which at least gives us a 2 star click.
So annoying. Too much pressure. Stay on offense. You can't escape. For the time field name, I will never lose.
Okay, so we got about 15,200 points there. Which for Nekomata, I'm quite pleased with. Now we will try the sort of 3rd challenge here and see how we get on against that guy. Now, for the Unknown Corruption Complex, we'll use the same buff to keep it fair. Now, this guy isn't weak to physical, but I feel like we should be decent at breaking the legs and getting the performance points. It also gives us death spells, so we'll be able to get more ultimates off. And then extra crit damage as well will be useful for Nekomata. We'll see how this one goes. It'll be interesting to see whether we get more or less points on this one compared to the first stage in Girtublullu. Also comes down to whether we can break the legs or not. Keep sort of stun locking the other. And get the ultimate here. Switch back off to Nekomata.
Perfectly symmetrical. Good stance. Focus on the target.
He's close to being stunned here. So we're not doing as good as I sort of hoped we would do. Maybe this team just isn't that good at targeting the legs.
Salute and finish the enemy. It's time to settle this. Wish to continue?
Yes, we've hit 6,000 points. This gives us 1 star. And we're just not doing enough sort of DPS to break the legs in
Can I
time.
help, Yuzuha? Come on, don't be nervous. A chance to score. Watch your back. Adjust your breathing.
I'm hitting a leg that's already broken. Not ideal.
My sword always points to victory. The most symmetrical swordplay.
So we only got about 12,000 points here. So definitely not the best boss for this team. Okay. Yeah, that stage didn't go as well as I thought it would, but still I'm very pleased with the other scores we were able to get on the other stages. Okay, I will now just quickly run through the builds at the end here. Now, I'm very pleased with Nekomata's build. I want to sort of go through, because a lot of these drive discs are like really good. These last two aren't as good, but she's got like some of my best drive discs. And then she's got her own W engine. It was all M0 as well, which I think what makes it almost more impressive, because he was able to get the S rank in Shiyu defense at M0. I think even having this with a 16% physical res at M1 would have made her even better. Maybe I'll have to come back if I get some more mindscapes for her and see how much better she can do in the future. Alright, well that's going to just about do it for this video. Overall, I was very pleased with her performance. I was very impressed that we were able to get the S rank in Shiyu defense, because I didn't think we'd actually be able to get all 25,000 points going into it. So yeah, overall, very pleased with what I was able to achieve today. So thank you very much for watching. Please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.